Hello, my little ghosts and goblins. Happy Halloween. I hope you're doing well and you're behaving for whoever is watching the class. I know you miss me tons and I'm super excited to hear my voice today. So today you should have checked your homework on Google Classroom for last night. And today we're still going to continue with Paraline proofs, but we're going to take detours, meaning you must follow the guidelines and stay within the parameters that are on the paper. So in this proof, I want to prove 2 is equal to 7. And I am told in my given that K is parallel to line L. That's my given. So anything goes in here. How can I walk my way from 2 to 7 or 7 to 2? Well, there are many ways to do it. You can use corresponding angles. You can use alternate interior angles, which is what I want you to use. Whatever's in the box on the right, you have to include that in your proof. So, as I look at it, I can see that 7 is equal to 4 by vertical angles. 2 is equal to 5 by vertical angles, and then I can connect them by alternate interior. So I could do it that way. So why don't we attack the problem like that? So step 2 would be giving you your verticals, which would be angle 2 congruent to angle 5, and angle 4 congruent to angle 7. Now you can watch this and watch me do it and then copy it down after by watching it again. Look how fun that is. Whatever you want, or you can copy as we go. Vertical angles are congruent. Great. Now you need to connect them by doing 4 to 5. So your third step is angle 4 is congruent to angle 5, because if the lines are parallel, then your alternate interior angles are congruent, and that is the rule I wanted you to use. Now, maybe I'm done, maybe I'm not, but I wanted to connect 2 to 7. So have I done that? Follow with me. 2 is equal to 5, 5 is equal to 4, 4 is equal to 7. Rock and roll. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 7. And what is your last reason? Substitution. Why is it substitution and not transitive? Because the 4s go away, that's one set. The 5s go away, that's a second set. I am above 2 sets disappearing, so it's substitution. Or you're comparing angle 2, angle 5, angle 4, angle 7. That's 4 items. Okay, so now let's do the same exact proof. Proving 2 equal to 7, but now my stipulation is not alternate interiors, and it is corresponding angles. So again, you want 2 to 7. So get your given in, that K is parallel to L. That means I have free reign. These lines are parallel, so all my rules apply for parallel lines. There's a couple ways to do this. Well, what are some corresponding angles? Well, if I start at 2, I see 2 and 4 are corresponding. And then 4 is equal to 7 by vertical. So I could write the proof saying step 2, angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. If the lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are congruent. Third step, angle 4 is congruent to angle 7. Reason, vertical angles are congruent. And then 2 is equal to 7 by transitive. That's one way to do it. Another way is to say 2 is equal to 5, vertical angles congruent. 5 is equal to 7, corresponding angles congruent. And I'll write that one down. So I could say 2 is congruent to angle 5. My vertical angles are congruent. Then I could use my corresponding with 5 to 7. Because if the lines are parallel, then my corresponding angles are congruent. And have I connected them? You have in your picture. So let's look here. I wanted 2 equal to 7. And it looks like my 5s cancel. And 2 is congruent to 7. What is your reason? Transitive. I have one set of angles cancel out, or I'm comparing angle 2, angle 5, angle 7, which are 3 items. So, same proof, done 2 different ways.